Long, long ago, in a bright and busy kingdom, there lived an emperor who loved clothes more than anything else in the world. He did not care much about important meetings, visiting the theater, or checking on his soldiers. Instead, he spent all his time choosing new outfits and admiring himself in the mirror. The emperor had so many clothes that he wore a different outfit every hour of the day. Whenever someone asked where the emperor was, people would laugh and say, "He is not in the palace hall, he is in his wardrobe." One sunny morning, two strangers came to the city gates. They said they were master weavers who could make the most beautiful cloth anyone had ever seen. "Our cloth shines with amazing colors and wonderful patterns," they said proudly. "But it is not ordinary cloth." They leaned in and whispered, "Only smart and honest people can see it. Anyone who is foolish or bad at their job cannot see the cloth at all." When the emperor heard this, he clapped his hands with excitement. "What amazing clothes," he thought. "If I wear them, I can discover who is wise and who is not." The emperor gave the two men bags of gold and the finest silk in the kingdom. "Begin your work at once," he commanded. The two men set up large looms inside a grand hall. They pretended to weave from morning until night, moving their hands very quickly. They asked for more silk and gold, saying they needed it to finish the cloth. But the truth was very different. There was no cloth at all. The looms were completely empty. At night, the weavers secretly hid the gold and silk in their bags. Still, during the day, they acted very busy, so no one would suspect anything. After some time, the emperor grew curious. "I should see how the weaving is going," he said. But then he worried, "What if I cannot see the cloth?" So he decided to send his old and wise advisor first. "He is clever and honest," thought the emperor. "He will surely see it." The old advisor walked into the hall and stared at the looms. His eyes opened wide. "There is nothing here," he thought in shock. "But if I say that, everyone will think I am foolish." The weaver smiled and asked, "Do you like the cloth? Are the colors not beautiful?" The old man felt nervous. He did not want to lose respect. So he smiled and said, "Oh yes, it is very beautiful. The colors are lovely." The weavers happily described bright reds, shining blues, and golden patterns. The old man listened carefully so he could tell the emperor everything. Soon, another advisor went to check on the cloth. He also saw nothing at all. "Oh no," he thought, "what if I am bad at my job?" So he praised the cloth just like the first advisor. When he returned, he told the emperor, "The cloth is magnificent, Your Majesty." Soon, the whole city buzzed with excitement. Everyone talked about the emperor's wonderful new clothes, even though no one had truly seen them. At last, the emperor decided it was time to see the cloth with his own eyes. He walked to the hall with his officers and advisors. The weavers bowed and pretended to work faster than ever. "Look, Your Majesty," they said proudly. The emperor stared at the looms, but he saw nothing at all. "My goodness," he thought. "Am I foolish? Am I unfit to be emperor?" His heart beat fast, but he did not want anyone to know his fear. So he smiled and said loudly, "Oh, the cloth is truly magnificent." Everyone agreed and praised the invisible cloth. Soon, the weavers announced, "The emperor's new clothes are ready." They pretended to dress the emperor in the magical clothes. The emperor stood tall and admired himself in the mirror. "How splendid he looks!" cried the courtiers. Trumpets sounded and the grand parade began. The emperor walked proudly through the streets. People cheered and waved. No one dared to say the truth. Suddenly, a small child pointed and shouted, "But the emperor isn't wearing any clothes at all."
The crowd grew quiet. Then whispers began. "The child is right," someone said.
"He has nothing on." Soon, everyone spoke the truth together. The emperor felt embarrassed, but he knew the child was right. The emperor finished the parade and learned a very important lesson. Always tell the truth. Never be afraid to speak honestly, even when others are afraid. From that day on, the emperor cared less about fancy clothes and more about being wise, kind, and fair.